Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Setting this up was a right pain in the butt today because, first of all, I completely forgot that yesterday my computer was installing updates, so of course when I turn it on, it needed to spend like 2 days finishing installing updates. And then my controller ran out of charge and this cable doesn't stretch to where I normally sit, so I've had to move chairs, which meant I had to shift my whole setup over here. So I hope everything's alright. I'm in a kind of awkward position, but it should work. I mean, I've got a camera, I've got my microphone, and it seems to be working, so let's get into it. Bloodbath. I'd completely forgotten. I don't even remember what was the start of this story. Like, I know at the end of the last episode, they, like, said... My camera's, like, turning, like, away from me. Yeah, at the end of the last episode, they, like, said what this, you know, the start of this case. But I don't actually remember what it was. So, guess we'll find out. Why of us? Oh my god, okay, cool. Fair dues. That...
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
I just wanted to make sure it registered that I spoke to Toby. Okay, I'm going to have to check my casebook, I think. Join Lestrade at the Strand Lane Baths. The ancient Roman bath at Strand Lane is soon to be reopened to the public, but what mysteries and forgotten curses might it conceal? Only one person can discover the truth. Only one person can discover nothing. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this microphone into the right kind of position. There. That better? That's probably a bit better. I'm trying to get it in line with my face because I'm facing like the wrong direction here. Okay. Off we go. I didn't change your outfit. I'm not sure what we're wearing, but I'm sure it's fine. People back then wore so much clothes. Like, I'm sitting here in this awful heat wave. I feel like I'm going to melt. I'm wearing a tank top and tiny pajama shorts. I honestly wear this much clothes at once and not just be like, you know what, I just want to wear a crop top.
Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here. But please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn.
Pretty sure Blinkhorn is one of the machines in Horizon.
He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall
The plump one. Fuck off, Lestrade. We're not body shaming here.
No, and that's why I called you.
Okay, so someone got murdered.
Witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Okay.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, apparently we need to find the murder weapon. This is very pretty. Are there still Roman baths on the Strand? I don't know. I know there's Roman baths in Bath. I haven't been to them. I've been to Bath. That looks like Welsh. What the fuck does... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Latin, but what does it say?
Changing room.
Alright. This sudatorium.
The steam room.
The sudatorium where you get suds, except you don't. Exitus. I assume that's the exit. Us. What's this? The Frigidarium?
Frigidarium.
Oh, you're going to tell me what that means? No, I'm just supposed to guess.
Are the steam rooms on the other side, Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, I figured that out. Oh, Mr. Phillips. Okay, let's talk to him.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
What is Watson a doctor of? I don't
Please tell us
remember.
the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Detail.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is...
I'm putting out there, it was Sir Gregory.
The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first.
Definitely Sir Gregory.
While we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
Ooh, who's Sir
What
Rodney?
happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Okay, let's inspect him. Light wrinkles. Fastidious. Scissor cut. Grooms himself. Lives alone. Crikey. Figuring out a lot. Shiny buttons. Manchester City. He supports Man City. Telegram sent today. Does he have anything else?
These baths are becoming sinister.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, so. Oh, we've only got 4 people to meet in this case. So we've met Alan Phillips. Phillips is from Manchester. He takes care of both himself and the establishment where he works, and he's seen as a good employee. He went out this morning to send a telegram, probably to his hometown. Okay, so, hold on. What have we got to look at? We've got the telegram, and we need to search the crime scene and find the missing weapon that was used. Oh, right, so Rodney's the one that got killed. Okay, that explains it. Oops. I was like, who's Sir Rodney? I've completely forgotten.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
This looks lovely. This place is lovely. Ooh, champagne.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. Champagne for a special occasion.
I'm missing something, but what? Oh, right, I can flip it over.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
There we go. Okay, so we've got dialogue, we can ask about that.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Oh Jesus.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Oh, that's right. He poisoned himself at the start of the case. That's what happened. Just for the bants. Okay. Oh, I don't like eyes. Ah, shut the fuck up.
Straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
I don't like eyes.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Having flashbacks, remember that bit in The Witcher where you have to keep examining someone's body?
He very likely removed it before the steam session.
I can't remember what even that was.
Death is very recent. Between 30
Was it in the DLC? I don't remember. It was like a serial killer or something. Or is it when Priscilla got kidnapped? I don't remember. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, there's still something down here.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Okay, there we go.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Sherlock's wishing that they had strip
We
LEDs.
don't have many leads here.
What concerns me...
We haven't
is that
even
still have to
spoken to
find
anyone
another
yet.
weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Watson's like, oh no, we don't know anything because we haven't found the murder weapon or spoke to any
To
suspects.
carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Narcissist.
The latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Get fucked, Holmes. Jesus.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
You, John. You're on his mind.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street. This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it. G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA. With the steam on,
Oh,
I'm
crikey.
able to see even a few feet away.
What the hell? I mean, I imagine there's a reason for that, but... Oh, I can't turn it back off. Oh, for fuck's sake, what? Oh, wait, I can. Okay, I should maybe finish what I'm doing, and then maybe there's a reason to turn the steam on.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Put your face in it.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it. I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
It's horrible. So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
That's not really how this works.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Mr. Holmes?
Like, lads, we're doing an investigation into a crime here. You can't just go like, oh, I don't feel like talking.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Yeah, I can't see anything. There might be a use for that later, I don't know. I will leave for now. Come along, John. We'll go look over here first in case there's more stuff we can ask that dude about. Oh, okay. What the heck?
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Why is he got like a wee crappy sign in his door? Like a wee live, laugh, love sign? Okay, let's look at photo negatives. What does that say? 1888. Assoin? What does that say?
A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Of course it is. That's exactly what you would expect to find.
Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
What was this guy's job? Why is he like got like all these archaeological things in a bathhouse? Dear friend, I wish to organise a press conference at the Strand Lane Baths next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record if we treat them well, and if we record them favourably if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Okay, we've got some stuff to stand and we've got some stuff to talk about. Newspaper. There are few among us who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notice and vigour to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, and has often declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving, authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. God, a third one. Miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman Baths excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a saviour arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all the exciting news as it develops. Okay. So he's been excavating in the baths and finding old stuff, I guess.
Findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what that might be. A shield?
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it? Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Oh, we could use that.
I will need these tongs.
Okay, I think we've examined everything in here. By the looks of it. This is a very interesting little hallway. Oh my god. What in the hell?
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
The frigidarium, that makes more sense. Refrigerator.
Those stones weigh tons.
Use your tongs!
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Okay, well. Back we go, I guess. thought it was Watson that he teleported, but it's Lestrade. Everyone looks the same, they all have mustaches, apart from this guy who does not have a mustache.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Well, we found the key. Yeah. Oh, no? Alright.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
I thought maybe the fact that the key was found in the room, but no, apparently not. Oh wait, it's telegram. Okay.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, that's right, he went to the post office, I forgot about
Then
that.
you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything.
He broke
The
easy.
baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
He was useful.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Alright. So what do we need to do? Oh, right. Go and get the metal thingy. Okay, how the fuck do you do this? There we go.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Okay, so everything we've got now, we need to go back to Baker Street for, so we might as well go ahead and go back to Baker Street.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Right. Let's search the archives. So Rodney's draft. So something about Egypt. Oh, well, 1893. Bencliffe's mummy, there we go. The great excavation in Assuan has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bencliffe directed the archaeological work. The mummy was found with an enucleated eye and posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tense as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She's been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished for he saw he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as some symbols found in the tomb are in common with the Mithraic mysteries. Oh, like the Temple of Mithras. I've been to the Temple of Mithras. Been to the London Mithraeum, the Temple of Mithras that they rebuilt under this like office building. So that's interesting. So it says it was found with whatever that word is, eye, sitting upright with the right hand reaching out for something. So whoever killed this guy has arranged him to look like the mummy that Sir Rodney found.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Okay.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Okay, so we want to analyse some stuff, so we might as well go ahead and analyse some stuff.
Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's
Everyone loves a bit of pyrite. If you didn't buy a chunk of pyrite on a school trip as a kid, did you even go?
white clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Okay, white London clay.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Nice, we're going to St. Albans. Okay, let's analyse the blood next.
Let us analyze this blood.
Yeah, that's just what I said. I'm glad that you're in agreement, Holmes.
This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange.
Lovely.
Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Oh. Well, to be fair, there was a lot of steam in the room, so that might make sense.
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius.
That's about the same temperature as in my hometown right now.
By testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Look at Queen Victoria's head, that's cool. Right, what am I doing?
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
Great. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I didn't find the weapon. Okay, well we've analysed all that, so I suppose the next thing to do is go back to the baths. Where would the weapon be? Because I thought I'd investigated everything. I'm so bad at this game, I always miss stuff.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
Those guys want to talk yet, or... No.
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave?
Oh, missed them completely.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Okay, that didn't help at all. still feel like there must be a reason for that, but I don't know what it is.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Because, I mean, you can't see it because the camera's in the road, but the eye symbol comes up when I do that, as if it's wanting me to look for something, but it doesn't look like there's actually anything to look at. And the only thing I can see with it is the steam handle. Man, I could go for a steam room. I want to go to the spa so bad right now. I used to go to the spa all the time and it was great, and then it closed obviously because of COVID, and they haven't like been able to like they can still do treatments, but like they had this like really kind of cool like spa room with like steam rooms and stuff, and you can't use them because like they still think that because of COVID and stuff that like, you know, it's not good to be breathing in big steamy air that everybody's sharing, which probably is true, but
This area serves as
but the point is that I want to go, so the murder weapon's probably on the other side of that fucking rock pile. That's probably why they knocked it down. Is there anything else in here? To be fair, I haven't investigated in here, but it doesn't really look like there's anything. Okay. Yeah, that just opens up that. That's right, I'm gonna end up having to like fucking look up a walkthrough or something. I'm gonna be really disappointed because I haven't had to do that at all so far.
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
They're moaning that they don't want to be in here when they get interrogated. Why don't you fucking
The
leave
grid
then?
cannot be removed. The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Oh good, finally. We've established that the weapon is not here.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard.
Thank
You
God.
can interrogate them there. Any objections?
No, by all means.
None, Lestrade.
Take them so I can interrogate them. Rightio. Scotland Yard we go. Okay, here we are, back at Scotland Yard.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
We got any evidence to look at? Oh, crikey, we do. Oh, okay, we've got everyone's belongings, alrighty. Let's have a look in here then.
Drawn map.
Rodney Bentcliffe.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Ah,
The
torn
last
pages.
were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first,
Oh, is he going to do the scribble technique?
to begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
The technique of every amateur sleuth.
and then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Oh, yay. Trophy.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
As
I
always.
prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the fact the rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I
don't know if you can stop me. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Well,
He caved easily. That's literally all Sherlock has to do is be like, yo, I'm gonna do it anyway. And they're like, oh well, guess there's nothing I can do. I'm just the Metropolitan Police Department. Nothing I can do to stop this random man and a deer stalker. The right eye. Stop talking about the fucking eyes. Jesus Christ. The blade cut through the orbit and the frontal bone, ripping apart the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which completing its trajectory in the cerebellum caused hemorrhagic lesions. All of these injuries led to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there was an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and ciliated debris that may correspond to chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried, decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Okie dokie. So Rodney's body is ready for inspection. Oh, there's also other stuff in this thing. Okay. Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not been progressed. You have failed to find anything of value and were unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and find yourself another workplace. Oofed! So... Oh wait, I didn't check if that was a thing. Oh, hold on. So Mr. Blinkhorn got the sack from Mr. Pitkin.
An old and rather dirty coin.
And a ring,
This
which was missing from his hand.
was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
That makes sense. Has it got an inscription? Nope, but it does have a pattern.
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An ordinary pencil.
Okay, his pencil's not any use. Love how Holmes just starts stealing all of the belongings. Like, these are evidence, and he's just like, I'll just put this in my pocket.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
As you do.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia.
Melancholia.
However, dosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Yeah, herbal antidepressant. Melancholia makes it sound so much prettier than depression.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
It's got the lion rampant on it.
A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Okay. We've examined all of the evidence. we can go down to the morgue and examine the body. Not that I want to, because fucking morgues. Look, there's some random poor guy over here as well, just waiting. Right, let's
An unusual wound.
look at this horrific eye injury.
By a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungi contracted from the Egyptian tombs.
Oh, is John a medical doctor? Is that why he's doing the
Coroner
autopsy
observed no
investigation?
stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
I mean, in Sherlock, I think he was like army medic, so I suppose that would make sense. Oh my god. I don't want to see his butt, to be honest.
Caused by a rope.
I don't want to see this dead man's butt. Put it back,
The bruising
please.
is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Okay. I think that's... I want to know where this door goes. I don't get to know. Right, we'll view the suspects now. If I can get out the fucking door. Does Lestrade have anything to say? Nah, he's not. Right. Who do we want to talk to first?
Please
Gonna talk to
escort
Mr.
this
Pitkin first, I
suspect
think.
for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Yes.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
I'm gonna investigate him quickly. I should have done that first, really. Oh. Mouth shape. Disdain. Man's no happy that he's here. Signet ring. Aristocratic roots. Gold chain. Cashmere waistcoat. Man of wealth. I mean, he has a gold tip fountain pen, so I kind of assumed. Arrogant look.
What
Conclusion,
was your relationship
dickhead.
with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
You were not particularly close.
Why is it
He
getting
had
so
an
dark?
unpleasant temperament. Suspicious.
realised.
Authoritarian. Unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
That made it worse. That made it worse. No, it's just dark and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Anyway.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
This guy is not helpful in the slightest.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Okay. So we've got a character portrait for, there he is, for him now. Gregory Pitkin is the model of an upper-class citizen. He is rich, in a well-respected position, and he considers this his birthright. Whoops. Whatever he may have done, he certainly does not believe that he should be in prison for it. Okay, so now we have a bunch of stuff to ask people about, I just realised. And we have some deductions. So we have very liquid bloods, melted, silver, discovery, champagne, strange wound, and Pitkin's fight. Okay, Blenkhorn's humiliation. Blenkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney by a high cost to his morale. Blenkhorn's interest. Blenkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of learning from him. I think it's a bit too early to make a decision on that because we haven't spoken to him yet. But we are going to speak to him right now.
For interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Percival? Oh no. Not Percival.
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about
He's
the
going to
baths?
build the ghost train through the
We're
baths.
hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
Okay, let's inspect him. He said thanks to Sir Rodney, but he was like looking off to the side, like, you know, grudgingly thanking Sir Rodney, so I think he's not happy about it. Focus look, attentive. Okay, that didn't show up, but not. Oh, there it is. Rusty bracers, shabby workwear, not wealthy. Fresh dirt stain, recent earthwork. Dirty fingernails by any chance? Callous.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first
He
collaboration?
does like him then.
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly.
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
I really don't think it was this guy.
Any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
What a dick.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney
Oh, Aswan, okay.
His last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions.
So he's taking too much of the St. John's wort. And it's giving him
How
hallucinations.
well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
They weren't, though.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Okay. Percival Blankhorn is a true archaeologist who lives and breathes his work. He has remained in his profession for 15 to 20 years and seems to still enjoy it. Will we get any more? No, we get nothing else. So we want... I still don't know how if I think... I mean, personally, I don't think he was... I don't think he was mad, but I'm going to say that for now, but I might change my stance.
Please escort.
It makes no difference currently because we don't have anything to attach it to anyway.
A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
It looks like Neville Longbottom. Badly shaven. Eye bags. They also look bloodshot, to be honest. Perspiration. Dirty clothes. Protective amulet. Hamza hand. Superstitious. So the boy's having issues.
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
Alright.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear... No, nothing. I'm better now.
Please try
To be
to...
fair, I would
recall
also have a
what you
complete
saw
meltdown if I
today.
thought about that, aye.
The room was so so hot I had to remove my glasses.
Oh, they're his glasses.
I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife. What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Probably a gold knife from the rich
Had Sir
Gregory
Rodney
Pitkin.
exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
So he's the one that fixed it.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be
I'm not sure it
careful
will.
with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
That's the bit the
appears
most
to
simple
be
answer he's
rather
given.
mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Aha. An item of silver has been recently melted in the brazier. And I assume it was by Garrow because his glasses were on the brazier. Oh, no. Aha, there we go. A mortal secret. What would Sir Rodney be? Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? Aha. The last expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. Okie dokie. So I think we'll stop there for now. This seems like a good time to pause. And in the next episode we will head out and see what we can find out about Sir Rodney's expedition. Okay. And maybe I'll have better lighting, but probably not. But until then, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.